Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an FV201. It's a Tier 7 British reward heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of mines and it's under the command of Mr. Lan. Well, I think you might notice something on his barrel. He's got 2 marks of excellence and he's been working on this one for some time now. The FV201 is one of the reward tanks you can get from Tank Rewards. It's an interesting tank. It's a proposed replacement for the Black Prince, and it's armed with a 17-pounder which is capable of doing 150 alpha, penetrating 171mm of armour, and with the APCR it'll go up to 239. Now it's got a Centurion turret on this thing, but it's not quite a Centurion as such. Now his first shot doesn't hit the striv, but that's not going to slow him down. Now there are 2 Arty in this game, and it looks like what he's going to do is he's going to hold this position here for the moment, because that striv might end up on top of the cliff firing into his ass, and well, he was just a bit concerned for a second that he might start receiving fire. But he's making his way up. Oh, spotted another enemy, and they spotted him. Now the good thing about this position is there is an escape route. You can go down to the water if you need to, but you are kind of vulnerable to enemy shots from the side. If you advance too far forward, then enemies that are on the island to your left can actually fire into you, and he was spotted there. There's an enemy on the island, KV1S. You can fire back onto the island, and yes, that's exactly what he's going to do. Unfortunately, he couldn't get a shot into the KV1 drive train to actually stop him where he was, but he's actually managed to use the opportunity to sneak across, and then he's got cover from these rocks to his left. In fact, he's skirting around the actual hill itself, the castle grounds, and now he's catching up on the enemy in their rear. So he's going for the KV85. He's just firing at the top of the tank. He can barely make out where these enemies are. You can see an Eagle 7 there. Oh no, that's a KV85 firing back. From the looks of the round, that was a low roll on a 122. Or is it? No, it must be an 85mm round, surely. Well, that guy's going up a slope there and turning around. And he took 2 rounds for that. And another. Very good shooting. This enemy is being plastered. The Eagle 7, difficult to penetrate. It's basically a Pershing. And 40 TP takes a round. Can he get another one in? Yes. Into the tracks. Nice. And a good shot there from somebody else. Kills him. So they are progressing, even though they're losing by 1 tank at the moment, but it's no big loss because they've actually gained a lot of territory. In fact, they've gained the castle grounds as well. I think the only reason he's backing up right now is to deal with that enemy KV1 if he can. If he's still there. KV1S, is he around? Not in sight. Okay, there's still tank destroyers on the enemy team, so that's the reason he's hanging back for the moment. If he goes around that rock, they're going to see him and start firing at him. So for the moment he's staying here, and oh, he's managed to get past, and there's the M41. He's in Nigel's spot. Bad news for him because he's now going to die. Oh, he did get hit from Nigel's spot, but there goes the M41, and it's not somebody I know, but he obviously knows about Nigel's spot. And now we're watching the enemy in their rear, actually. Oh, up against the rocks again. He's using these rocks very, very well. The KV85 poked his nose around the corner to see if he could get a shot, realised he couldn't without getting hit in return. But now the KV1S is moving up, and this might give him an opportunity to put rounds in him. Oh, Now that was cheeky, but it didn't go through. And now he's got the drive wheel of that guy. If he backs up, he'll keep him immobilized, keep puncturing his hitbox. It's basically, we can see where the enemy is on above the plateau, above their cap. Doesn't want to back up too much because that KV1S might... I'm not sure he can actually see him. No, I think he's okay. I think he's okay from that position. Go for the Eagle 7. Yeah, gets one through the turret. It's the rear of the turret after all. And yes, he is safe from that KV1S I saw there. Okay, now if he moves forward, again, those tank destroyers will probably have a try. He's looking now to see which way can he go next. He's having a poke to see where the tank destroyers are. They've got an VK just around the corner. He was spotted. Now it's interesting, the Eagle 7's gone down. There's still got the KV1S out in the island, being held up by the T-34. The VK's just ahead of us. I think he wants to get rid of the VK. There he is. Oh, took her around in his own drivetrain. Ouch. Can he get a shot? No, not from this angle. We really need the T-34 to dislodge him, but if the T-34 moves, the tank destroyers on the hill above will actually shoot at him. So maybe the only way to get rid of the problem is actually to get rid of the VK and then to take on the enemy. Oh, the KV1S was a bit cheeky, but he's popped out and he took 2 rounds for it. Not a fair exchange for him. 2,600 damage so far for Mr. Lan. He's got to keep up consistent damage if he's going to get his 3rd mark. Oh, we're starting to lose teammates. This is not good. There's the KV1's just got hit by Arty. Can we get another shot into him? No, he's not showing much, but oh, the M10, he couldn't pen us. But we got one into him anyway. He got one into us though. But I suppose it was a fair exchange, and the KV1S did the same, and we're losing hit points. Put one more. Can we kill the M10? Yes. Now, can he get the KV1S? Straight through the drive wheel into the hitbox, and he's out the game as well. So that's 3 kills now for Mr. Lan. The VK's trying to get a shot at us. He's got such weak armor. That was a bit of a foolish move. He should have just stayed there defensively. But the Challenger pops her head around the corner and he does a lot of damage. This is awkward. He's pushing. Mr. Lan's using his armor, using the rocks to try and block the shots from the Challenger. He needs his help of his teammates now. He's got a Death Toaster behind him, but the other guys on the east side can't really help except, well, maybe the Arty can. The Arty that's helping him, I think, is the SU-122A, because the Gorilla's back at the cap, and he's now getting hit by the Arty on the enemy team, which is the Gorilla. The Challenger went down the dip to avoid any fire. That makes him vulnerable to the T-34, who's dead, but yes, it looks like it's going to have to be Mr. Lan, because the Death Toaster's decided to go into the castle grounds. So he's going to have to deal with this. And now we've got an AT2. So really we want the Gorilla to help. And I think that's what the KV2's indicating. Well, the KV2's indicating attack the 45 TP. Mr. Lan's trying to balance everything here at the moment. We've lost the Death Toaster. We've made a foolish error coming off the hill. Oh, good round into the IKV. Will he turn to face us though? And well, the Challenger tried to get round behind him, and yes, he has been stunned. But the Challenger's looking directly up at him, and he can see that he's using his right hand mouse button to hold down to actually see what's going on around him. The Challenger's trying to creep up the cliff. There's the AT2. He just bounced around using a reverse side scrape move. Oh, turned around again the other side. And he's now been hit by the Gorilla. The T-67 makes a wild dash out. He's taking 2 rounds. Kill shot. No. One more. Yep. He's got another kill. Who's next? The IKB? Yes. Managed to bounce around. This AT2 is pinning us in position, and he can't hit the pile of pizzas on his head, the cupola. Yes, I know, it sounds funny, but that was Klaus who called it the pile of pizzas. Yes, it's it sticks out on the AT2, doesn't it? And he got him! That's its Top Gun. Amazing work. It's 4 versus 4 now. He can do this. He's only got 102 hit points left, but he has taken out over 1/3 of the enemy already. And that 45 TP is about to die. We're still getting fire from the enemy Arty. Trying to get a shot on that IKB. The 45 TP's gone. We know there's another tank destroyed, the Challenger, just on the corner. He's not behind us anymore. He daren't go behind us anymore. There's the IKV. And it looks like he's not facing to us, but he is now. Or is he? No, he's looking away from us. I think he was trying to get a shot on somebody else. I think he hit the... yes, he just killed the Sherman Jumbo. So he's going to be paying attention to us now, because there's only the 2 Arty left on our team. And I think Mr. Land's decided, oh, he needs to go back to his cap and protect his Arty. Can't protect the SU-122A because he's too far. But he has been seen by the Challenger. Ducks behind the rocks as quickly as he can. Yeah, the IKV's making his way down towards our cap on the east side of the map. And so he needs to DD-mow back to the cap and protect his Gorilla and save the cap. And the Gorilla's just got hit by RT5, probably spotted from the IKB-90B. He is definitely a one-shot for that IKB, Mr. Lan. I'm worried about the Challenger coming up behind him, and I think that's why he's turned his turret in that direction, and he's holding it there with the right-hand mouse button as he moves forward back to his cap. He's expecting... The Gorilla's left the cap area and is now making his way round the hill. And I'm a bit concerned, that Gorilla doing that. Do we know that driver? Ferris 042? I thought Fenris. I think we do know Fenris 042. I'm a bit surprised he's doing what he's doing though. In fact, Mr. Land told him to fall back, but he hasn't. Now, will he find the IKV? The SU-122's moving in. I wonder if he's flipped himself. No, the IKV went round the other side, and he's now found the Gorilla, and he's backing away from him. Well, it's got a 15cm howitzer, and the IKV's not exactly fully healthy. Oh, but he did get the Gorilla. Now, will that encourage him to come down the hill? Probably. Mr. Land's lining himself up to side scrape on that corner, but gives it up again. He's going to reverse side scrape off this corner on the IKV if he comes down from the hill. Nope, gave an up on that as well. We've lost the SU-122, we've lost the Gorilla. The enemy can't come to the cap in time, they just haven't got enough time to cap. The only thing they can do is try and kill him. I think they're too scared to face his gun. They've already lost too many hit points to him, and they're worried that if they come, they'll get killed. I know sometimes it is deterrent value. I found that some tanks do that. 20 seconds to go. Some players do it as well. Extreme deterrent. The enemy doesn't want to come near you. And here comes the challenger. And he dies with one shot. Can he win with the IKV? Is the IKV going to come? That's it. Time up. Oh, time's run out. 7 kills. One short of getting a Radleys. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. He did it! He's got his 3rd mark of excellence and an ace tanker in that game. Well done, Mr. Lan. Great performance. He actually got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he got 12. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. And look at these medals. He got a Spartan medal. He bounced around when he had less than 10% of his hit points left. He got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game and surviving. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game and surviving. He got a tanker sniper for dealing the most damage at range in a game and surviving. Well, not really, because you don't have to survive to get a tanker sniper, but it sounds funny anyway. And you got a top gun as well for getting at least 6 hits, 6 kills. He managed to get 7, one short of a Radleys. That would have been nice. It would have been nice to get it on a whim, but it's nice to get a 3rd mark anyway, and especially on a reward tank that Wargaming gave you for tank rewards. So well done, Mr. Lan. Let's have a look at team score. My God, look at the damage on that one. 4,909 hit points of damage from Mr. Lan in the FV201. The next highest scorer was that challenger, the one he killed right at the end. 3,771 hit points of damage. He must be an equally good player. And when it came to kills, it was Mr. Lan again. He got 7 kills. 5 kills went to the challenger. 1 short of getting his top gun. 4 kills to the enemy gorilla. Yes, he was still alive at the end of the game, but I'm afraid he wasn't able to put shots into Mr. Lan, mainly because he was in a safe place and he couldn't be spotted. Nobody was spotting for him. And when it came to base XP, it's Mr. Lan. Yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,071 base experience points for Mr. Lan. And the next high scorer, being the challenger, was 615 because it was a draw. And 448 went to the gorilla, and 443 went to that 45 TP who held up our tanks for a very long time on the east side of the map. Mr. Lan fired 50 rounds in that game, got 43 direct hits and 38 penetrations, damage of 4,909 hit points, of which 1,503 were up more than 300 meters. He received 19 hits from the enemy in that game. 6 of them were penetrations, 12 non-penetrations. Yeah, a lot of those hit the tracks or bounced off the turret. 7 hits received by way of splash damage as well. Yes, the Arty was definitely having a go at him. And 1,195 hit points of damage blocked by armour. He spotted 6 enemy vehicles in that game. He got 11 enemy vehicles damaged and 7 killed, and 220 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 68,084 credits, got 5,459 for the Achievements Award. That's for getting an Epic or Battle Hero medal in a losing or drawn game. His total came to 110,315 credits. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away 19,501 credits profit. Yes, he did fire some premium rounds during that game to get the job done. 1,071 XP, 603 for achievements, 502 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 3,013 experience points altogether. So congratulations, 3rd mark of excellence on the barrel now, and that was quite a show. You really were determined to hold that corner, and I like the way you crept up slowly, bit by bit, moving from rock to use it as cover. Although the only thing I think I was a bit concerned about is you kept backing up to take shots at the KV-1S and were giving the KV-1S a lovely target to shoot at every time you did that. I was wondering why you didn't sort of like reverse and then slightly reverse to the right so that you were presenting an oblique target to the KV-1S, because he wouldn't have been able to shoot at you, or at least it might not have been able to get the shot into you, but into your tracks instead. On the other hand, I suppose that might have immobilized you from the perspective of the other tanks to give them an easy shot. But I think I probably would have done that too, where backed up and turned slightly so I could get a better angle on the guy, because I don't like actually backing up and showing my clean side to the enemy. But there you go, that's me. Nice game, Mr. Lan. If you enjoyed that replay, Please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please. And thanks for watching.